We've introduced balance validation in SAP S4HANA Cloud and SAP S4HANA to help ensure data quality during the period end closing of your business entities. The general process is as follows. Certain roles in your organization, such as business experts, create validation rules, and they then combine these rules into a rule group. Some of your business users, such as your general ledger accountants, run validation tasks on a regular basis. This video provides you a step-by-step demonstration of this process. To start, access the Manage Balance Validation Rules and Groups app to create rules. In this demo, we're going to create a basic rule. This rule comprises basic settings and an expression with left-hand and right-hand formulas. Let's enter the rule ID and the description. We can also set group by criteria and tolerances if necessary. These will affect the validation result. In the rule expression, let's compose the left-hand and right-hand formulas. For each formula, you can choose to sum up amounts of data ranges or hierarchy nodes. In this example, we're creating a rule to verify whether the original cost of fixed assets is greater than the accumulated depreciation. Both formulas use hierarchy nodes to filter the relevant GL accounts. Now that we have this, let's save and activate our rule. We've created rule ZS0003. Now, before we can apply this rule in data validation, we're going to have to include it in a rule group. In this example, we're creating a new group, but you can of course also include your new rule in an existing group. A group is a hierarchical structure composed of rules. In the new group, we'll create two hierarchy nodes for balance sheet and profit and loss statement. Under each node, we'll add the relevant validation rules, including the one we created earlier. Then, let's save and activate the group. And there we have it. Rule group ZG0001 has been created. So now that we've got the rule group available, our business users, like our general ledger accountant, can use it to validate data. Now, to do that, they'll use the View Balance Validation Results app. To start a validation task, we'll choose New Validation, and then choose the rule group, and specify the other run parameters, such as company code, ledger, currency, and fiscal year period. And now let's choose Run to launch the validation. And immediately, a validation result row has been added to the results table with an initial status of In Progress. When the validation completes, the specific validation result displays on the table. Now, as you can see, in our example, the data has failed the group of rules. Let's look into the validation result details to see more about why. You can find the results, be they failed, warning, information, or success, for each rule, subdivided by group by criteria that were set in the validation rules. For example, the result for rule ZS0003 is subdivided into asset class. So when we take a look, we see that the data for asset class 3000 failed rule ZS0003, and we want to look into why. What we see is that the accumulated depreciation is unexpectedly greater than the original cost of the fixed asset. So here we're going to click on the depreciation value to check the journal entries account for that value. From the amount aggregated by GL account, we can drill down to the relevant journal entries, and here we find an exceptional journal entry. So let's enter a comment on the rule level result so that our colleague can double check it and make any needed corrections so that next time the data will pass the rules. That concludes our demo on balance validation. Thanks for watching.